Today, we're going to look at my top 10 action figures of 2024. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to do a top 10 action figures of the year 2024. So 2024 is ending right now, and it's ending on a high note. Had a lot of great figures opening up, but I think the number one is going to surprise a lot of you. But I do want to let you know that I have to have unboxed and reviewed the figure on this very channel. So there's going to be a lot of figures out there that you probably think are better than my top 10, but maybe it's because I didn't even open them, I didn't purchase them, so they could have been left off for that reason. So this is going to be my top 10, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope there's some discussion about, am I right, am I wrong? But leave it in the comments. Leave your top 10, and let's have a good discussion through the comments on what you believe is the best 10 action figures of 2024. So I do want to start off with some honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is going to be Mattel's Main Event Series 153, Mr. Perfect. Now this figure absolutely blew me away. The likeness to him is just unbelievable, but absolutely great figure. I know he's just got your basic articulation, but I'm telling you what, in hand, this guy is smooth as silk. Nothing in here is too tight. Nothing's too loose. But, oh, absolutely wonderful action figure. And I would say if I made a top 10 basic main event Mattel figures, he would have to be number one. But that's my first honorable mention. My next honorable mention is going to be another Mattel, and it is from the Ultimate Edition, and it is the Legends series Vader. Now this was a good figure, another one that was very, very posable, and it's such a big figure, and you would think that it's not going to be smooth and very articulated, but man, it is. He looks awesome. He had that head that didn't have the mask. He had the mask that you could put on that head, cape, the belts, all good stuff. So Vader is an honorable mention. My next honorable mention is going to be from Jada Toys, and it is from the Street Fighter II Ultra Final Challengers Dhalsim. Now this guy was really, really good. I loved his long arms that you could get, or long legs, as you see what I have on this figure right here. But really great articulate, very fluid on the bends, on the elbows and knees and the waist. It's just so good, very good. This Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter II line is really, really good, and I don't think he's going to be the last you're going to see of this line on this particular top 10 list. My next honorable mention is going to be, and now this is kind of cheating, but this line has me so excited, but I'm going to say it is going to be Mattel's WWE Superstars action figure line, and I have a few of them right here. These are so good. It blew me away. I mentioned in my last unboxing of a Superstars figure that I messed up and waited a year or two before I got into this, and now I'm struggling to find them. But man, I walked right by them in the Walmart and said, I don't need those. And then when I finally did get one, it was like around series 3 or 4. Man, it blew my doors off. So I had to go back and get all the other ones that I could find. I'm still on the hunt for more, for other ones that I don't have yet. But yeah, WWE Superstars line. Great action figures. My next honorable mention is going to be, now I have him packed away because he is a horror figure, and I pack away all my horror figures after the spooky season, which is October 31st is where it ends. But I did have a top 10 list, and I think he came in at number 7 or 8 on that, or number 3 or 4 on that list, and it was NECA's Ultimate Creature from the Black Lagoon. This thing was awesome. The joints are hidden so well through the scales. I mean, his scales just hide those bends and the joints very, very well. He also had he had 3 heads, but one of his heads had an articulated jaw. That really made it stick out. Just a really good action figure. So NECA, Creature from the Black Lagoon, another honorable mention. All right, another honorable mention. I know I've got a lot of honorable mentions, but I could go through so many more. But this one is going to be another one that I have put away for the season, and it comes from the spooky season, and it was NECA's Ultimate Professor Burke London After Midnight figure. This figure was really good. Very creepy looking. He had the lamp. He has the hat. He has that wild hair and the eyes and the teeth. Just a really good representation of that lost film, and just a great figure. NECA's Ultimate London After Midnight Professor Burke. And the last honorable mention I want to give, and this isn't so much an honorable mention because I think this one could crack that top 10. I have not unboxing, so that's why I'm not going to include him on here. I will go ahead and include him on next year's top 10, even though he did release very late here in 2024, and that is going to be NECA's Ultimate Vincent Price. Yes, I think this thing could have probably, it might have taken the number 1 spot this year, but I got it after the spooky season, and I do not unbox any of my horror or thriller action figures outside of that spooky season, which is September 1st to October 31st. So September 1st, he is going to be, might be my very first figure spooky season in 2025 that I unbox. So Vincent Price, NECA Ultimate. I think it's going to be a really good one. All right, that is all of my honorable mentions. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this. There are so many figures. This is my top 10. Remember that. Don't get mad. And if I did not unbox it, I did not include it. If I did not buy it and unbox it, I did not include it. So here we go. Number 10 is going to be Mattel WWE Elite Legend Series number 23, Hulk Hogan. Now, I absolutely love this figure. I really enjoy getting figures that are wrestling figures that are not in wrestling gear. So he has this awesome outfit on, the red tights. He's got this awesome guitar, the sunglasses, and I just love this. Might be my favorite action figure line, this Mattel Legend Series, WWE Legend Series. So Hulk Hogan Legend Series number 23 from Mattel is number 10. All right, number 9 on my list is going to be from Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 M. Bison. Now, I like this one. He had the head sculpts, but like I mentioned in the honorable mentions with Dulcie, man, it's just so fluid. These joints are nothing's too stuck too bad. It's just, and for such a bulky figure, you would not think that it can move like this, but my goodness, it is so awesome. And this cape is unbelievable. The way it snaps on, the way you can move it up and back. It's got the wire in it, so you can pose it how you will. He did have extra hands, and just an absolutely awesome figure. So M. Bison from Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers is number 9. All right, number 8, favorite and best action figure of 2024 to me is Mattel's WWE Elite Legends of the Territory 4-pack, Harley Race. Now, this one really blew my mind. When I got this 4-pack, as soon as it released, I was a day one sign up. It was totally for me. I'm into these older, classic WWE wrestlers, just like Harley Race. Now, the other ones, the Gorilla Monsoon, the Superstar Billy Graham, they were awesome too. It also came with Muhammad Ali. I wasn't a big fan of that one, but the Monsoon and the Billy Graham, they could have been honorable mentions. But this one right here really did it for me. I love the belt, just the face, and this robe is unbelievable. Very good action figure. Just absolutely in love with this one. So number 8 is from the Legend of the Territory and Mattel, Harley Race. All right, number 7 on the list of my favorite action figures of 2024 is Mattel WWE Ultimate Ringside Exclusive CM Punk. Now, this is a really good figure. I love all the tattoos on it. I love the head sculpt. This particular head sculpt right here, I wasn't real crazy about the other 2 head sculpts, the open mouth head sculpt and then the one blowing the kiss head sculpt. It just didn't look like CM Punk to me. But this one absolutely looks like CM Punk. The belt it came with, the tattoos on him are great, but everything about this is just really good. Just a fluid, just joints are really good. But yeah, number 7, WWE Ultimate Ringside Exclusive, CM Punk. All right, we are up to number 6 on the list, and this one, it comes from Hasbro, and it is the G.I. Joe Classified Series Retro Card Back Cobra Commander. And right here he is. Now, this one hit me right in the nostalgia face. It is unbelievable. Really like it. He had plenty of accessories coming with him. But what sets this one out is that mirrored mask that he has on. That is so good. Now, they're not going to give us a hooded Cobra Commander, but this is the second best thing they could have ever done, is this mirrored glass, mirrored face mask right here on Cobra Commander. Really good figure. I just wish that these card back G.I. Joes would have that slip off card back where you don't have to rip open the action figure. But yeah, I actually got 2 of these, and I don't get very many double up on the G.I. Joe Classified Retro, but I had to get it on this Cobra Commander because he is just so good. Number 6 on my list, G.I. Joe Classified Retro Cobra Commander. All right, we have hit the halfway mark of my favorite action figures of 2024, and this one is none other than Hasbro's G.I. Joe Classified number 123 Cobra Dreadnought Torch. Now, this guy is awesome. Such realistic look to him. Some of our G.I. Joe Classified was looking a little cartoony, if you will, but this one, man, this one looks really awesome. I love the vest he's got on, this beard he's got, the headband, everything about it. He's got his torch that he comes with the gas tanks that go on his back, and man, it is just really good. He's got his blue jeans on, all the chains hanging off of him, the studs on the back, the necklace, the sunglasses, and this one they gave to us with the sunglasses sculpted on, which I like that better than our other 2 Dreadnoughts that we got in 2024. But yeah, Dreadnought Torch number 123, the G.I. Joe Classified series, comes in at number 5. All right, we are to number 4 of my favorite figures of 2024, and this one is another Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified series, and it is Mutt and Junkyard. What a set. Number 113 in the series, and he might have been my favorite G.I. Joe figure growing up our 3 3/4 action figures. And man, this holds a real good place in my heart. I love this action figure, and this one did not disappoint. They did not go for that kind of new wave look, but they went retro look on this. Do we need a retro Mutt and Junkyard? I'm not sure, because this one just hits it. It is really good. Absolutely love it. You get his dog Junkyard, and he looks awesome. He's got his armor on. He's got multiple heads. His articulation's great. But what an action figure. Mutt and Junkyard, G.I. Joe Classified Series number 113, number 4 of my favorite action figures of 2024. All right, we are to our final 3, my favorite action figures of 2024, and this one is really good. I struggled with not putting this number 1, but it falls in at 3. The 2 I have above it are just that good that it bumps this one down to number 3. Now, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love this movie, and this one is NECA's Ultimate Horror of Dracula. Now, this one was so good that I did not pack him up in my horror collection. After the spooky season, I knew he was going to hit my top 5 action figures of 2024. He actually came in second on favorite horror figures of 2024. So if you did watch what was that list, you're going to know probably what is going to be either a 1 or a 2. But this one is number 3. Christopher Lee likeness is so good. I've heard people say that it is so hard to get Christopher Lee's likeness, but man, I think they nailed it on this one. The cape is awesome. Some of the accessories, like the shovel, I wasn't sure why they gave us that, but they did give us the 2 candles that he can hold, and the extra hands, and the 3 head sculpts, the red eyes, and the blood all over his mouth. So good. This cape is actually absolutely beautiful. Now, I do know NECA they're kind of limited on their articulation, but man, their sculpts just are so good. So I highly recommend, especially if you're into horror and Dracula and movies in general, you've got to get this figure. It blew my doors off. Just absolutely great figure. So this is number 3 of my favorite action figures of 2024. All right, we are at number 2 for my favorite action figures of 2024, and this one was very unexpected. It did win my favorite horror action figures of 2024, but it is number 2, and here it is. It is NECA's Ultimate Black and White Nosferatu. Count Orlock. Yes, this figure was so awesome. Totally unexpected when I opened this up. Did not think it was going to be this good. Now, the color version was also 2024, but this black and white version just has something special about it. This cloak that he has on, the hat, the whip, I mean, it's like they reached right into the movie, pulled it out, and set it on my table right here. Unreal. Such a good figure. Now, you may be thinking, well, it's just because this new Nosferatu movie just came out. No, I unboxed this and had him number 1 in my spooky season countdown before I even knew that a new Nosferatu was coming out. So this one was very special, and I can't say enough how good it is. Now, this one, I did have one problem with it. When I pulled one of his arms off or one of his hands off, it did break. It was the peg that broke off the base of the wrist, but still, I could not. I should have heated it up and took it off that way. This room is very cold. But anyways, Count Orlock, black and white, NECA Nosferatu is number 2 on my best action figures of 2024. All right, the time has come. We are at the number one figure, in my opinion, of 2024. Now, this one comes with a little bit of controversy because it is kind of a re-release a bit. Now, they did update some things, but it does come from Mattel's WWE Ultimate Greatest Hits line, and it is Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Now, you should have known it's my favorite wrestler of all time. He stands above the rest, way above the rest, in my opinion. But yeah, Hulk Hogan. And this Hollywood Hulk Hogan is so good. And I opened this up early in the 2024 year. And man, it did not disappoint. And I was sure, though, that something was going to come along and knock it off. It had to have, I thought, but nope, it did not do it. Everything about this figure is perfect. Mattel does such a good job with Hulk Hogan's likeness that the NWO painted on the belt right here. Everything, the pants, the lightning bolt. He's got his Hollywood Hogan right here, NWO on his boots. It's just an unbelievable figure. Such good articulation, very fluid. Nothing bad can I say about this figure other than it was a re-release. But I did not have that action figure, that first Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So this is it for me. This is the pinnacle. I don't know if anything can knock this off. I could open figures for the next 5 years, and this one is going to be hard to beat. Trust me, in my heart. He's my favorite wrestler, my favorite action figure, and just so good. But yeah, Mattel's WWE Ultimate Edition Hollywood Hulk Hogan takes the number one spot for my favorite action figures of 2024. And that is going to be it. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave comments down there. What was your top 10 action figures of 2024? Was it Hollywood Hulk Hogan, the greatest hits, a re-release, updated version of Hollywood Hogan? Or was it something else? Leave it in the comment. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about my list plus your list. But that's going to be it. Everybody have a happy and safe New Year. I can't say how much I appreciate all the subscriptions and all the love and all the comments. You guys are so awesome out there. I love you all so much. I hope you have a great New Year. But that is going to be it. And until next time, for my favorite action figures of 2024 and Hollywood Hulk Hogan, until next time, oh yeah.